So I'm going to do a review lesson for each of the 4 lessons in Unit 2. Unit 2 is called Existence. And before we want to argue for God's existence, I wanted to ask a set of questions. And so Lesson 1 is Questions Before the Quest. Here are some foundational questions that we should ask before talking about God. Number 1, can something exist even if I don't know about it? Obviously. 2, are reasons for believing, whatever it is that we're talking about, whether it's God or that someone loves you, are they good reasons? And are they good enough for other people? Question number 3, are our reasons for what we believe, the things that we believe every day, whether it's the chair holding me up or that my parents are my parents, are those reasons based on proofs or probabilities? I'm going to argue that most of us, for the regular things of life, we usually believe them based on probability, not based on scientific proof. I sit on a chair, not because I have scientific proof that it's going to hold me up today, but because it has held me up, and I have no reason to believe that it won't continue to hold me up. Number 4, does proofs for God's existence, does it have to be scientific proof? From our Unit 1, we can already answer this question, no. Science, remember, is a restriction of reason. Science restricts reason in a limited way so that it can observe and demonstrate through experimentation. Right? Reason is bigger than that. It can think about things that cannot be limited to observation and demonstration. And that would obviously be God. So these 4 questions are really important because they put you in a posture of humility. That's why these questions matter before talking about God. Because if we're not humble, we're never going to be willing to accept that we could be wrong. If we're not humble, we're never going to accept that we are wrong. Better, if we're not humble, even when we're right, we're kind of wrong, if that makes sense. I said today in class that God rejects the proud, especially when they're right. That God loves humility. Humility allows us to be teachable. It gives us the opportunity, the space in our heart and in our mind to be open to new things. So let's look at the next question here. What can arguments do for me if I already believe or don't believe? And I listed a few things here. They're pretty straightforward. Number 5, arguments, good evidence, a good evidential argument can help reveal your worldviews. Okay, they can force you to consider the question of God itself. Do you really view God as a mystery or a problem? Problems are something to solve. Mysteries are somebody to know. And what's your view of God? Do you approach understanding God? Do you approach a theology class as a set of things just to learn, memorize, regurgitate on a test? Or is it an opportunity to go deeper into the knowledge of a person? And so, like in any relationship, if God is a person, you can't demand that he reveals himself to you. But what you can do is be open to receiving whatever it is that God might want to receive, want to give you. That has something to do with the next unit, which is on worldviews. And that's what we'll get to in the next review.